hate microphones. Look, thanks very much for having me here today. We've heard a couple of speakers with great ideas, but the reason why people have turned up here today is because people have no idea how they can get their ideas heard. But you're not disempowered in the process. There are opportunities to have your say. So I've put together two sheets, one of which is one which shows you what the planning process is when it goes to council, how council assesses it, when it goes to joint regional planning panel, how they assess it, etc. And then another one which shows you at which point you can have your say. Now, if I had to have a criticism of the first two speakers, it was all passion, but we need more facts in terms of having your say. So I've put together some dot points about how you put in a submission. Put it in on factual grounds. You know, if you're back onto the development and you've got concerns about overshadowing, make it about overshadowing. If you've got other concerns about traffic, make it about traffic. But don't give your life story in a submission because it'll just get lost. So the key thing is to be succinct, to do it in writing, to get it in on time, to make sure that you've got the application number on there. These are all the key things that ensure that it gets looked at and assessed by council and then is considered seriously as part of council's application to JRPP. So what will happen is the council will have their consultation period with all of you, put all the submissions in that you like, but make sure they're really succinct and make sure they're about fact and not about emotion. And then council will then take that to JRPP. Now, once it appears on the JRPP website, if people still have concerns with the development, what you need to do is write to the JRPP requesting a public voice. And the way the public voice process works is that individuals have 3 minutes, or if you've got someone that's a particularly good wordsmith, they can have 10 minutes as a representative of a group. So you are empowered in the process, but don't be fractured in it. You know, be succinct about what your concerns are and try and make them unified so you don't have everyone pulling in different directions. It's pointless everyone writing to SNL developments because they're just going to have a mountain of correspondence to try and deal with. Have council as that single conduit with the developers. So make sure that you get your submissions into council in writing, on time, and make them succinct. I guess the final word of advice would be, and I really commend the organisers today, is to make it a really constructive process. We see all the time, all over New South Wales, where you wind up with this council going into mortal combat with the developer. It's just unnecessary. You need to have them working together to make sure you get good urban design principles, and provided you're all part of that constructive process, then you're far more likely to get the outcome that you all want. So, look, thanks for having me here today. I've got a mountain of information sheets, but I'm going to be short. So if people would like a copy, they can email me and I can send them electronically. So thanks very much for having me here today, and all the best.